Yasas, Kalimera, good morning. Today is Thursday, May 9th, 2024. It is currently 67 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 19 degrees Celsius. That is my rental car. I am starting the day going to the ancient Acropolis of the beautiful island of Tinos here on a cloudy and cool day. I am all checked out of my hotel, backpack, in the rental car, catching a ferry from down there at 2:35 this afternoon. It is currently about 11:15, so I have a few hours to explore a bit more of this island, which has quickly become one of my favorite Greek islands. So Google Maps was directing me up here. It said in half a kilometer turn right, but as you can see, this did not look like a smart choice to continue up this road here with the rental car. So going to walk it. It is a lovely day for a hike and it isn't too far. I really don't know what to expect as far as what is going to be left there of the ancient Acropolis, but at least we'll get a little taste of the ancient history of this Greek island. A bit of the history out there you can see, more of the rock walls, and then newer construction, but built in the old style so that it kind of blends in. And so I'm not exactly sure where else I will end up going today, but I thought that I would kind of stick close to the main town right there, Tinos or Hora, but do a little exploring around and maybe get to some beaches, even though it isn't a good beach day, but just to show a bit more of the beaches and whatever else. So here we go, one more day on Tinos Island. Yeah, good thing I didn't try to bring the rental car up here. So off in the distance, you can see some of the other Greek islands, and they are all very, very nice. Around the corner you have Mykonos. Straight across there, the higher mountains, Naxos. Straight ahead, you have this little island of Renea, which I hadn't heard about until just a couple of days ago when I saw that and tried to figure out what it was. And then beyond that, right next to Renea, is Delos, the more famous island of ancient ruins. And then there is Paros. I forget now what that might be further in the distance, possibly Kithnos, which is one of my favorites. And Syros right there, I can see the city of Hermopoli, the largest city on Syros Island. And this is certainly looking like a very, very interesting hike, especially for ancient ruin enthusiasts. And we haven't even gotten to the ancient Acropolis. This is obviously much more recent history here. I don't know, within the past several hundred years or something, but the ancient Acropolis, I don't know the history of it. I couldn't find anything online. The Acropolis of Athens kept coming up, but it is probably BC, perhaps going back to the classical period of Greece, 400 or 500 BC. So according to Google Maps, the ancient Acropolis is right there. What are we going to see? Hiking trails, Purgoi, Ocharosis, Jomporgo, Hora, Tinos town. So this certainly could be part of it. My expectation is something with pillars, like an ancient agora. Huh. So far, Not really seeing anything that strikes me as what you would call an Acropolis, although I guess so. In Athens, you have the Acropolis and you have the Parthenon, and sometimes those can get confused. The Acropolis is the hill that the Parthenon is on top of. So the Parthenon is the building, the Acropolis is the hill. So, I mean, we're on a hill here, but ancient Acropolis certainly implies ancient structures, and so yeah, I guess that is basically it. Like, maybe there was the ancient castle here. Let's see over the hill here. Maybe there's something more on the other side. I mean, this is certainly some very old stonework and quite intriguing. I mean, look at how tightly fit together they are. I mean, this is actually quite incredible. Doesn't look like a whole lot at first glance, but when you stop and think about, well, how did they create these blocks and get them, you know, they aren't pyramids of Egypt precision. You have kind of a big gap there, but still quite remarkable, and of course very, very sturdy construction there. But is there going to be kind of more evidence of an ancient city or something? So you have these terraces here that look like they could have possibly been separate rooms within the castle complex, something like that. All right, well, I guess this is it, the ancient Acropolis of Tinos. Great views from here. Okay, I'm going to head back into town, stop at a supermarket, grab some snacks, and then I'm curious to see, there's a nice beach apparently right there, and then maybe I'll go on a little drive to another beach. (1984). Here is Tinos town. A ferry boat out there taking off, it looks like. So I showed this in a previous video, but I was driving past it and thought, well, it's worth showing again for those who didn't see that video. And it is just a fascinating structure and concept, and now I understand better what this is. I'm not sure why it's saying 1984 there, because I'm assuming that this building is much older than that, but looks like it's a plaque that was put on the side here. Maybe it's referencing some sort of like preservation project of the buildings like this. I don't know, but a Greek can tell me. So these are dovecotes. They are pigeon roosting buildings. You can see the holes in the walls, and so those, I presume, were made specifically for doves and pigeons to be able to roost in. And then they used the guano from the birds for fertilizer, and the feathers, and I guess also ate them. But it's just a fascinating concept, because they took the idea of, well, we need a place for these birds to roost so that we can use them as a resource. And rather than just making some sort of a basic little shack, they created these just bizarre, very sturdy and also artistic buildings. So I guess that these could be spots for the pigeons to roost as well along there. Pretty wild. And then there's another one right there that I didn't look at before, so let's just go take a quick look. Those strange designs again. And then, what are those? They almost look like chimneys, but is it an air vent and there's a hole in the middle? And then should be more of the designs on this side. Yes. So again, 1984. Hello. So again, all those holes in the walls. Very, very interesting. Okay, let's head for the beach and have brunch. Well, not exactly a spectacular beach, but it will do for having brunch. Haven't had breakfast yet, so most of this is stuff that I bought previously. Just now I stopped at a supermarket and got spanakopita. It is nice and warm, so the classic spinach pie, a sort of, savory pastry, and then something else that I don't know what it is, so there's one way to find out. And then also juice, milk, some leftover crackers, pistachios, almonds, some tasty cookies, and a cherry jam croissant. Time to munch. So the spanakopita was really good, and let's find out what this is. I don't even know if it's sweet or savory. I'm gonna guess savory, maybe cheese filled. Yeah, cheese filled. They're really good. The crust is very tasty, quite sort of crumbly and buttery. Oh yeah, that's a nice solid breakfast there. I'm a big fan of spinach, so I pretty much like anything with spinach in it. Vryokastro, prehistoric Acropolis. So Castro means castle, not sure about Vryo. Let's see how this one compares to the other one. Not sure if it's up on top there or straight ahead, but a lovely day, sun coming out, staying kind of cool-ish, nice little bit of a breeze. Great day for exploring. Looks like we're going up the hill. Makes sense, it's an Acropolis. So on that sign it said prehistoric. I find that hard to believe in a literal sense, because prehistoric would mean like pre-Sumerian, you know, 5000 BC, something like that. I don't know. Maybe there is something here that dates back that old, but I'm gonna guess they mean like pre 500 BC, you know, pre Acropolis of Athens, Parthenon, etc. That's just a wild guess, but I mean, Greek history is old, but it doesn't go back 6,000-7,000 years ago, unless it's referring to something just completely different. Here we are on top of the Acropolis. Whew. Nice little hike there. So you have all of these classic, you know, terraces and the rock walls. I can't imagine those are, especially old rock walls, you know, they fall over time generally, especially when they're just like stacked on top of each other like that. So I would guess that these are within the past like 500 years. Again, total random speculation, but you know, maybe there's something up here that is evidence of a much earlier civilization. Mykonos. They're partying it up there, I'm sure. I haven't had the full-on proper Mykonos experience. I've been there, I forget, 3 or 4 times, but 2 or 3 of the times, then it was just to catch another ferry, and I stayed overnight once, and then catch a flight out. Only one time did I stay for any length of time, and that was for like 10 days, but it was in February. And so it was still an amazing, really cool experience to have the beautiful, exquisite Mykonos Old Town, which is similar to the Tinos Old Town, to have it pretty much to myself and reasonable accommodation. A few restaurants were open. It was warmish during the day. Like, the weather during the day was almost similar to this. You know, like a just little bit of a coolish feeling, but you could wear a t-shirt, and then in the evenings it cooled down quite a lot. But I haven't been there in the middle of the action and when it's warm to go swimming, etc. So maybe one of these days I'll go back and see more of Mykonos. And then over there is Delos, the little island with the ruins, and Rhenea, Naxos, Paros. That one, I'm forgetting what that could be. Syros. I went to Syros in 2009 on my first Greek bicycle adventure. Brought the bike over from Oregon and stayed at a campground there for like maybe 3 nights and just randomly biked around the island. Enjoyed it. All right, let's keep on driving out to a beach out that way. $17.97. And not a great beach here, especially because of all the seaweed. This is not the one that I am heading towards though, so hopefully it's nicer. The water looks clear beyond the seaweed there, but wouldn't want to get in there. I can smell it. Pretty gross. And so I guess the beach is this way, a little bit of a walk, not much of a trail. It's called Pahia Amos Beach, and a viewer had recommended it in the comments, so I looked online, it looked quite nice, and wanted to show at least one genuinely pretty looking beach on the island. I'm not going to take a swim, even though that sounds really, really amazing. It is warm enough, but short on time, and I don't want to spend 4 hours sitting on a ferry feeling sticky salt on my skin. Okay, where is that beach? Maybe I parked at the wrong place. And what is going to be over the hill here? Hoping for a magnificent view. Looks like there is a bay here. Oh yeah. All right. That looks very, very nice. Just a couple of people down there. So, did I miss a turn off and a better parking spot with a better way to access it? Can't really see from here. Maybe that is the trail right there, I bet. Oh man, that water is looking amazing. I'm feeling a little bit jealous of that guy swimming in it. It is time to get in the water. I have not taken a swim yet in my, how long has it been? I've lost track, but oh, that's right. I have the car for 9 days, returning it today. I was in Artemida for 2 nights, so 10, 11 days that I've been in Greece and haven't jumped in the Mediterranean Sea yet. It is about time. Maybe on the next island, Skiros, flying there tomorrow. So that is going to do it for this video. Got to get back to the ferry. 4-hour ferry journey, actually looking forward to it. I am on the super ferry that I was on before, nice big one. Lots of room to explore, great lounges, places to relax, catch the views from the sun deck, etc. So that is it for Tinos, and if I'm lucky, I will be back sometime. Lots more to see.